Howdy! Just me and you. Waiting for everybody to join us here. I hope everybody comes in soon. Lord have mercy. We've been having a pre-show extravaganza going on. Well, I tell you to introduce yourself, but we need some people here to make it worthwhile.
People jump on the after show after.
And they do. There's been a bunch of them that's watched this last week, and they're saying, hey, I hope we'll make it for next week. I'm saying set your alarms and, call your granny and
Yep. Hello, Internet. I'm Matt Haas from Awesome Wood Things. And Brenda, she just keeps letting me come back week after week. One of these days, she's going to wise up to it.
I force him to come back week after week. So you're going to be here.
I look forward to this. I have a blast.
Oh, Lord. We have way too much fun on this show.
You never know where we're going to go, too. That's the thing.
Well, we don't know.
We don't even know. Sometimes we surprise ourselves.
Flying by the seat of our reinforced pants is what we're doing.
There you go. Are we public? Yeah, this is oh, now we got another watcher coming in here.
Good. Somebody's coming in.
Drop something in chat. Let us know you're here. Unless it's me it recognized.
Hit the like button, share, and share.
Oh, I didn't hit the like button yet.
And share and then share it some more.
Where's my like button graphic? Oh, here it is.
And call your friends and tell your granny and
call people on the telephone and tell them we're live.
That's right. So, hey, BrendaG's live.
I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take you not watching BrendaG's designs anymore.
Got to get in there and see BrendaG. Hey, Mel's out there. Good to see you, Mel.
I'm Mel. Welcome to the BrendaG's Designs channel.
Mel's rocking it out there in New York. I'll tell you what.
New York City or New York Upper State?
New York City.
New York City.
He put up a thing on Facebook a while ago saying that it was going to be illegal. I think going to be. I don't think they've passed it yet. But anyway, they're making it illegal for you to have your selfie taken with a big cat, like a tiger, a big cat.
Oh, my.
And I asked him, I said, well, Mel, you're a cool cat. I mean, is it going to be illegal for me to have a selfie taken with you?
Oh, no. Yeah, in Mexico, I got my picture taken with a lion, a little baby lion cub.
Yeah, a baby.
Yeah.
Little baby.
New York City is a fun place to be. I know a couple that lives in Harlem, north of the park. It's a cool neighborhood.
We've got some new ones come in. Yeah. Not just Sawdust came in. Dakota and family came in.
Hello. Thanks for joining the shenanigans. This is Mind Equals Blown.
Jimbo5312 came in. Glad to have all of you with us. Everybody check out each other's channels if you haven't already. And this is a good way to network. We call this a networking stream. Grow by networking. And get out there and make you some friends.
Yep. Push some red buttons, but don't do drive-by red button pushes. You got to watch the videos, drop a comment about the video. Don't just say, I'm here support me back. That gets tripped up by the algorithm. Say if the video is about woodworking, hey, I do woodworking. Talk about that.
And if you ain't hit my red button, hit it too. Red buttons are evil. We need gray buttons.
That's true. If you see a red button, you smack it, turn it gray.
Whispering Cauldron come in. Good to have you out there.
Ooh, that's a cool channel name.
And it's a cool channel too. I love her channel.
Should I do a channel peek?
Yes, you can do a channel peek.
Sweet. Whispering Cauldron, I'm going to do a channel peek on your channel, whether you like it or not.
We're going to pull it up here and take a look on the big screen.
That's where we show people the channel. Okay, here we go. Whispering Cauldron. Can you see that?
Don't you just love her banner?
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Digging that for sure. Almost 400 subscribers. You're getting there. Let's go on to this. When was this video published? 8 hours ago. From Inky Mess to Envelope Journal. Live. Oh, this is a live stream. Sometimes live streams are hard to kind of play back because you gotta. Oh, chat replays turned off. Okay. Cool.
I have a journal.
Definitely creative channel. A lot of, whoops, hit the wrong button.
I have a journal thing I'm wanting to do on my channel, but Lord have mercy, I've got so many things going on. I don't know when I'm going to get it going. Itchy Guru came in. Good to have you in the house.
Oh, sweet. Look at this. That's cool. Kind of like scrapbooking a little bit.
It's similar, but you just make a journal, you know, that you can write in or draw in or put your art stuff in or tuck ephemera in or, you know, whatever you want to do with them.
That's cool. I'm a creative person. I love creativity. That channel's not lacking in creativity.
Val came in the house. I'll let you pronounce all that.
Val du Norte para o Sol.
We're doing the best we can, Val. We're just going to call you Val.
How about we just do Val? Welcome. Welcome to Mind Equals Blown. My name's Matt. Brenda lets me in here sometimes. I'm from Awesome Wood Things.
Sometimes. Sometimes he leaves me unsupervised.
I do.
Closer to the truth.
I'm going to be adding something else to my schedule, which I hope does not interfere with these shows.
Uh-oh.
You'll never guess in a million years, but I just have...
You taking up ballet?
That's not too far from the truth. I've always wanted to learn how to play the piano. I'm going to get piano lessons.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure that out.
Never on Thursday.
I'll make sure it's not on Thursday. Anna B Workshops here. Hello, Anna B.
Hey, Anna B. Good to have you with us.
My woodworking friends are starting to come in. Share.
Everybody share the stream, like the stream, hit that red button if you ain't already, and check out each other's channels, make some friends, do some networking. When you get over there and check them out, play a video. If you like what you see, then you can leave them a comment, hit their like button, and hit the red button for them.
Okay, we're at 10 watching now. Let's try and get that doubled. Whoop, it just went up to 11.
Cool. Double chopsticks.
Yep. H-E double chopsticks. The Itchy Guru. You said hi to the Itchy Guru, didn't you?
Yep. Itchy Guru's in the house.
Sometimes when I'm doing channel peaks, I get...
Heiferbot's out there, and she wants more cowbell.
Let me clean my ears out. I love the cowbells.
If you got any odd but true facts that you want to put into the chat, throw them in there and we'll read them. And if it blows our mind, we'll ring the cowbell and Matt will give you virtual tacos, which, you know, aren't worth anything except just a lot of fun. And we have some fun facts that we'll throw out from time to time too during the show. And Mel says that he's still at work. He's going to listen in the background and won't be saying much. Well, he'll be laughing in the background if he's listening to us.
Yeah.
People are going to wonder why he's laughing.
I forgot to set up my subscriber counter.
Uh-oh.
Hey, watch this come on. It's kind of cool. Can you target me so I don't pop off? Watch the startup sequence. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
It talks to you.
Yeah, it says hello. Oh, I got 0 subscribers. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. There we go.
There it goes.
Okay, now don't target me anymore.
You've been gaining. And YouTube's been
deleting
mine.
There was a day I lost 5, and then the following day I gained 3. So I go up and down.
Well, you ain't going up and down like mine. Good Lord, I feel like I'm on a seesaw.
Strap you in here. Yeah, you have like swings of 40 plus negative 40. They're slapping you around.
Oh, Lord. It's been a mess. You know,
go easy on BrendaG.
I get out there and I find people and I drag them over and say, come on over here. You're going to love it. It's fun. And they get signed up. And the next thing I know, a bunch of them have been deleted again. So I have to go out and find more. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. Are you kidding me?
Oh, someone else came in here. It's B.
It's B's in the house. Good to have you with us.
Is that one of your new friends, Brenda?
That's one of my new friends.
Should I do a channel peek?
Sure, do a channel peek.
Okay, we're going to do a channel peek on you. If anyone wants your channel briefly shown to the live stream, we have to come up with a new phrase because I think it's caught up in the algorithm catcher.
How about showcase?
How about just show me?
Oh, Lord.
Just get our attention in the chat.
There's some things I don't want to see.
How about look at me? Or show my stuff.
Oh, that's worse. That's worse.
Okay. Sorry, we're back. Let's grow and chat. Oh, is this another growth type stream? Or growth? 1,000 subscribers. There we go. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're doing some networking over there on their channel.
Okay.
I've checked out some of their stuff over there, and
Oh, these are live streams again. So.
Lurked a little bit there on what she's got going on.
Yeah.
I make the rounds. I may not always say anything, but you never know where I'm going to be.
Brenda could pop up at any moment.
That's right.
What we got here? Oh, we got some food. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. You know I'm a sucker for food. Oh, look at that. Yum.
I made the mistake the other night of buying a large size pizza. My eyes were bigger than my belly. And so I've been eating on pizza all week. I got one more slice left in the refrigerator. I can't wait until I get that gone. I'm sick of pizza now. I don't want any pizza for like a year.
Oh, geez. I had pizza for lunch. This was homemade chili cheese dogs. I am a chili cheese dog connoisseur. I'm lucky. In central Pennsylvania, we've got 2 of the best chili cheese dogs ever. We have Famous Hot Wiener. And yes, that is a real restaurant, Famous Hot Wiener. And the Spot. Then they have the Spot dog. 2 of the best chili dogs out there. No joke.
We got some new ones in the house here. Mr. Doughboy 356 is in the house. Team Alpha's in the house. Katie Dotson's in the house. Good to have all of you with us this evening.
Katie Dotson, she's another one. Don't cross her too much. She'll take you out.
Check everybody's channels out. If you like what you see, hit that red button, turn it gray, leave them a comment on a video, play the video if you can in full. Now, I always tell everybody, try to have some short ones on your channel so that people have, they don't necessarily have an hour, 2, 3, 4. Right. I've seen 8-hour live streams. I mean, good gravy. We don't have time to go through all of that when we're trying to build the channels up. So try to have some short ones on there too, so that people have something to click on and give you a full view.
My name's Matt. I just put the smiley face emoji in the chat. I make things out of wood that are awesome. And we're here entertaining interesting facts. If anyone has an interesting fact, then it's a true fact, put it in the chat and Brenda and I will riff off of it. And if we have our minds blown because of your message, I'll give you a free virtual taco. And Brenda might ring the cowbell for you. So how many tacos have I given out today, Brenda? I don't think I've given out any.
I don't think you've given any out.
Oh, see, the first virtual taco, you could have it. It could be yours.
Katie says that she can get a large pepperoni pizza for $5 from Caesars, and she gets 3 meals out of it.
Sweet. Well, she's like the 70 pounds wet. Strong wind will blow her over.
That's right. Yeah. I've been eating on that thing I bought all week, and here it is Thursday, and there's still some of it left in the refrigerator, and I got it on Monday. So I'll tell you what, it's getting to be old pizza, and I'm sick of pizza. I shouldn't have done that, but hey, I was weak.
I'll be right over. I'll finish that off for you. Hey, let's do another channel peek. This will be Team Alpha. Team Alpha, I'm going to share your channel to the world. I hope you don't mind.
Not just Sawdust put a fact in the chat. Said, okay, great news from my side. Just received a beautiful router just like that from a fellow woodworker from Northern Ireland.
Oh.
Holy smoke.
Cool. Sweet.
We all like tools.
That's cool.
Iron Firehorse just came in. Good to have you with us.
Cool. Well, looks like Team Alpha's got a whole bunch of cool gaming stuff over there. I dig that. I follow a lot of gamers. It's like one of the most popular genres out there.
I've heard people say that, well, I don't want this on, subscribe to me. I don't want that subscribed.
No.
Hey, be happy that you have people subscribing to you. And I mean, YouTube is not just your own little community, whether it's woodworking or whether it's
People have varied tastes, welcome everybody.
gaming, crafting, I don't care what it is. I'm interested in everything. I like to see everything that everybody's got going on because you get ideas, watch how they edit their videos or what they're doing on their videos, and both good and bad. You might see something and say, oh Lord, I want to make sure I never do that on my channel. Or you might see something and say, hey, that's a really cool idea. I love the way they did that. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that or get somebody to help me.
Yeah, I have varied tastes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Florida Pirates here.
Good to have you, Florida Pirate. That's another one of my new friends.
Is the middle name R?
Share the stream out. Get all your friends in here. Tell everybody we got this going on. Let's get this place packed tonight. Get everybody in here to networking and check it out, what's going on with everybody's channels. And if you would like for us to put your channel up on the screen, just let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Fire Horses here. The Mel pointed him to us. Thank you, Mel.
Good. Thanks, Mel. Everybody brings a friend. We'll have twice as many people in here.
He says he likes awesome wood things. He loves things made out of wood. Well, that's what I do.
Right.
It's right there in the name. Like, there's no ambiguity. Awesome Wood Things is the channel name. Like, you don't look at this logo and read the words and say, I wonder what is on that channel. You know exactly what it is. It's Awesome Wood Things.
Well, see, they look at mine and they wonder, what did I just watch? What?
I love your slogan, Brenda's crafty, be like Brenda. Right. And crafty is a all-encompassing term. Like, there's a lot that can go on.
There's a lot going on there with that.
Ray the Gamer came in. Hello, Ray the Gamer.
Hey, Ray the Gamer.
How many mods we got in here? Jim Dockrell just showed up.
Well, right now, I think it's you. I think the rest of them running hid. I ain't seen the rest of them hiding their hair.
I am worthless as a mod, so run amok, chat room. No, just kidding.
Well, now anybody that knows me knows, if there's business to be taken care of, I can take care of it. But we want everybody to have a good time and enjoy themselves, and check out the other channels. Do your networking, make friends, build your own community.
There we go. I'm being stigmatized, says Jim Dockrell. Oh, come on now. Where we make stuff from Play-Doh, says Mr. Doughboy. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I do a lot more than just woodworking. I use all kinds of different materials, but I always make something awesome. So that's sort of the thing.
He says he's stigmatized. Does that mean he's got stigmatism?
Is that like nearsightedness or farsighted?
Just looking out of one eye?
Katie's holding me to task. She says, run amok. Are you sure about that? Question mark.
Daily dose of ASMRs in the house. Good to have you with us.
Oh, that's where you talk real quiet in the microphone, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm talking. Hello.
Or there's a lot of sounds, like the sound of rain
noises,
or
like this.
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Scratching the microphone.
Is this ASMR? Like,
hey, that's cool.
This is my red octopus. His name's Inky, named after the ghost in Pac-Man.
Here's my little pink one.
Who has a blue or orange octopus exactly like this? Sound off.
Everybody thought I was nuts when I wanted a pink one.
Look, she put the acronym of ASMR. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Who knew? There you go.
Well, I knew. I just can't pronounce it all.
Yeah, ASMR is good enough.
ASMR works.
Yep.
And Mr. Doughboy says he's going to try to split an atom on his anvil tonight with a wood chisel.
Good luck.
Let us know how that works out for you.
Is his chisel in the middle of a super collider? Because that's what you need to split atoms. Yeah. Yeah, I try to remember, says daily dose of ASMR. Cool.
Well, I had a couple little announcements that I wanted to make that it means a lot to me, but I don't know if anybody else will really care one way or another.
Are they
But
taco related?
well, no, it's not taco related.
Okay.
But I kind of bit the bullet this week and did something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that is number one, I got a new logo, or got a logo. So I guess you'd call it a new logo since I never actually had a logo in the first place. And I also joined the Makers Media Network.
That's a good group.
And number three, I mean, why not go for broke? I have a website.
What? What?
And you can find it at brendag'sdesigns.net. So there you go.
I'm sharing your logo. At least I think I'm sharing. There we go.
I'm trying to get over there to you. There we go.
Look at that gorgeous logo. I especially like the person hanging off the side. That was a nice touch. It's good. No, it's like it's the dragon's in the shape of a G. It's BrendaG's design.
BrendaG's designs. There you go.
You have impressed me, and I'm a classically trained graphic designer, so that's.
I figured, okay, it's time. I'm approaching 6,000 subscribers, and it's time for me, to get with the program. I've updated all the equipment last year, and so this year's going to be, doing the web thing and trying to get things going. And before you know it, we got the elves working in the background. So before you know it, there is going to be merch available.
Brenda, you are taking over the world.
And now the website is in progress. Okay. I have had very short time to work on it, but the most important things really are on there right at this point. There is a contact page on there, and you're going to be sure and sign up there on the contact page if you would like to get messages from me. And I'm hoping to get a newsletter put together before long. And I will be having specials on the Etsy. And if you want the code, you're going to need to be signed up, because it will only go out to the people on my mailing list.
Are you ready to have your website shared?
Sure.
All right, I'll share the website.
Go ahead and put it up there. I mean, it needs some help.
Well, this is the contact
That's
page.
the contact page.
First name, last name, email address, and then
right.
Here's the home page with some products and some links to some stuff. Here's your about page. Tells you all about BrendaG.
Yep.
And
everything you wanted to know. We're afraid to ask. Now it's still in the works. I have a lot of things to improve and a lot of things to fix on there. So, it is what it is for the time being, but it's coming.
You've got 4 pages. That's pretty impressive.
It's better than it was a week ago. Because it was non-existent a week ago.
That is a good first start. Him and I Woodworking jumped in here. I think you slipped by us. Hello, welcome.
Glad to have you with us tonight.
Yep.
Be sure and check out everybody's channels, and be sure that you check out Awesome Wood Things if you're not already over there on his channel. All of yous. And
not just Sawdust has a question. It says classically trained, as in quote unquote on paper. Yes, I did. I have a college design degree in visual communications and commercial art, and we did learn with the rolling pen on paper with the stat camera. Yeah. And then I have a whole publishing and marketing and web development background as well. But yeah, I started out graphic design, and we did have computers. We had the Adobe Illustrator 88 on the 9-inch black and white monitor. So, yep, but I am classically trained. It's so bad, like I'll call fonts typefaces, because that's what they are. They're typefaces. A font is like a computer thing. Anyway, I'm old school. So
Simply Wooden Creations just came in, and that is Russ Clarity. So y'all get over there and check that out. And if you're not signed up on his channel, you're going to want to make sure you do so. He has a live stream on Wednesday night and on Saturday night. His Wednesday night one, he does scrolling and shows you how to run a scroll saw and make different things. And on Saturday night, he has a panel, of which I am on his panel on Saturday night. So get up there and hit the bell and turn the red button gray and leave him comments and all that good stuff over there on Simply Wooden Creations, so that you stay up to date on what's going on with our community.
Yep.
Bossy's in the house. Hey, Bossy, good to have you with us.
Dave Hart slipped in. Hi, Dave Hart. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, so Russ is woodworking and scroll sawing. He's got that in spades over there. So check that out. LNS Outdoors says hello, y'all. Hello, hello.
Yeah, he reminded me there will be no show this Saturday night because of the housewarming. His daughter's housewarming is going on. But next Wednesday, he will have his scroll saw show and get back to having Saturday night shows after that. So y'all, get over there and get signed up on his channel.
Yeah. Check people out in the stream, share the stream, get people in here. We've doubled our numbers. Let's keep those numbers rising.
Yep. Share it out.
Pack this place. If there's interesting facts, drop interesting true facts in the chat, and we will riff off them.
Tell your friends.
Oh, wait. Someone says, I know karate and like 6 other Japanese words, says Mr. Doughboy. Speaking of karate, the Cobra Kai is on YouTube Premium. If you have a YouTube Premium account, go watch Cobra Kai. The brand new season just dropped. I'm in the first 4 episodes. Awesome. It's the continuation of the Karate Kid movie from 25 years ago. So good. So good.
Not Just Sawdust says, I like old school, but experience learned me. My wife has the same education that the change to digital isn't that easy. Keeps doing it old school, getting back in fashion.
Well, it's funny. Things come around like printing presses are like now a thing, like business cards made with the old timey type stamp printing presses. Like it's all kind of going full circle. And the vinyl records are having a resurgence. People love the vinyl records, going nuts with it. I want to learn piano for some reason. It's strange how the world works. If I figure it out, I'll be dangerous.
I have a whole lot of musical instruments that I wanted to learn how to play. I mean, I have them. I've collected musical instruments that I can't play.
You're a musical instrument enthusiast. Right. And that's probably being generous.
I mean, hey, people have strange hobbies. That's mine. I collect musical instruments that I cannot play.
You know the number of free pianos on Craigslist? There's like 7 free pianos in my town or one town over. People just don't want them. Come get it. It's free.
Well, years ago, when my husband and I bought our first house, the people had to leave a whole lot of stuff behind because they was downsizing. And one of the things they left behind was an upright piano.
Yeah. Baby grand. Those are. We had one growing up. Someone painted it freaking purple. It looked awful. And my brother stripped away all of the paint, and it was gorgeous. And we had it forever. It was a fun thing to have. You can play with your cowbell, says Anna B. Workshop. I think that's a request.
They're wanting more cowbell.
Yeah. Oh, Not Just Sawdust says he makes instruments. Can't play them either. I learned how to test and calibrate them. Awesome. Instrument making. I saw someone was selling all of their woodworking equipment. They wanted to get into making guitars, and they bought high-end everything. They had like a belt sander. It was like 12 inches by like 3 foot. Like it was high-end, and they had planers. It was all the best equipment because guitars are a very precise thing. And he's like, nah, it didn't work out. I couldn't make the money off of it. He sold all of his equipment at next to nothing.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. I have a lot of those.
Oh, Katie says you only have to move a piano about twice before its value depreciates appreciably. Wow. Yeah, I take it there. Well, the Mythbusters did a thing where a piano tuning expert told them how much force the frame can hold before it, because it's all tension. Those things are like putting a lot of pressure, to hold the right note. And they tested it, and if it's just a little bit more than what's put on there, they like it's built to handle the load that it has and can't take very much more at all. Like whatever the number that was quoted, like that was about the number before the whole thing just, implodes on itself because it's
The funniest piano story that I have is years ago when I had all the little critters. I raised all kinds of critters on my farm, and I had dormice. And so I went to these flea markets for selling animals. They called them swaps, and I took a bunch of these dormice to sell. And fella came up and he was really interested in the dormice, so we made a deal and he took the dormice. And about a year later, I was at the same swap, and he comes up to me and he says, "Hey, I wanted to tell you something." He says, "I bought them dormice from you last year." And I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Well, I took them home and they got loose." And he says, "I never could find them." He says, "But I had a piano that I wanted to sell." And he says, "I found a buyer for it and they took the piano." And he says, about a month later, they called me up raising all kinds of hell because apparently those dormice had got in that piano
oh
and they
no.
got loose in their house.
Oh geez. Jeez. That's crazy.
So if you got something you want to sell, I don't care what it is, piano or anything else, be sure and check inside of it. Because this was about $200 worth of dormice that he let go with that piano.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You might have something valuable in there.
Not Just Sawdust says guitars and other instruments don't take a lot of high-end tools. It just takes accuracy, or doesn't warrant high-end tools necessarily. I don't know who the guy was or what his business plans were, but I guess he was going to try and do them in bulk or in, a whole production shop. He just overbought. But you like anything, you can go nuts and just go overboard with it. For me, in my shop, I buy all used tools. Every tool I have is used except for two tools.
I have always tried to buy the best tool available for the job if my pocketbook will allow it, or if I think I'm going to use it quite a bit. If it's just something I'm going to play with some, I'm not too worried about putting, a whole lot of money into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It needs to be decent, that's going to run decent for me, but, I'm not interested in dumping a whole lot of money into something I'm only going to use once in a blue moon.
For tools, my take on it is there's the cheapest, there's the high end, and then there's in the middle. I tend to get what's in the middle.
Yeah.
That's just the way I roll, because mine's not a production shop. I don't need a sander to run 8 days a week, 8 days a week.
Yeah, and Jim Dockrell brings up a good point. He says, if you want to jump into a business, make sure you know who your competition is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's just the thing. But expert knowledge does not a business make, no matter what you're doing. You got to know marketing and the back end accounting.
Homework is necessary. I don't care what you're doing. When we was kids, we always wanted to balk about doing homework. I don't want to do homework. And I got news for you. Your whole life is going to be about doing your homework. I don't care what it is.
Yeah. It's like, I wish I learned about taxes in school instead of parallelograms.
Everything that I do around here seems like, I'll say, let's say I'm going to put up strawberries. And I'm thinking, well, I know how I've always done it. I turn around and I go to the internet and I start looking at how other people are putting up strawberries. And sometimes I get some really good ideas about how they did it. Sometimes whatever it is I'm looking up, I'm thinking, well, I think I could probably teach them a thing or two.
No,
but, it never hurts to check things out, do your homework.
The thing about YouTube is it's a lot of low level content, and then a skimming on the surface is the good stuff. You have to find the good stuff. But the algorithm tries to make sure that happens, but it's nothing perfect.
If you don't check things out, you're never going to learn anything. You just have to keep.
Well, that's I think why I want to learn piano. I love learning.
Yeah.
It seems because I have the visual stuff down. I've got video stuff pretty good. Like, I feel like it's the next natural thing, music, and we'll see.
Katie says there are a lot of great makers and engineers that have no management skills and can't make a go of the business world.
That's truer words have never been spoken. You need to be well-rounded in many disciplines to have a successful business.
Yeah.
And number one is you're an expert in your core business. That's number one. Then you have to have someone to sell to. You have to be able to take their money, and you need to be able to do marketing and back-end accounting and management stuff. But yeah. But this isn't the How to Run a Business show. This is the Mind Equals Blown show.
Well, see, we go off on tangents. You just never know what we're going to do.
Drop interesting facts that are true. We'll riff off of them. If they blow our minds, I'll give you a virtual. I've given out 0 virtual tacos, folks.
And if you want your channel put up on the big screens, just say, "Look at me! Look at me!"
Hey, we're being watched on the Roku, says Exploring with CF. We're on his TV. Here, look. Cool. Am I in your TV? Like, you've got a very large TV here.
Oh, I could show him things that blow that picture tube out.
Well, you must be getting 2 views, because if he's commenting, he's probably on his cell phone on the couch.
Yeah.
And then the Roku counts as a view. So there's a lot of good networking here. Not just Sawdust, just told Simply Wooden Creations. He's been following a long time and likes his channel. That's cool.
Yeah, Dave Hart says to you, he's saying, when someone sees a photo of themselves and say, "I was younger then," actually everyone was younger in a photo than they are now.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. Even by a couple seconds, if you look at a digital photo you just took of yourself.
I've got some photos that I was never that young in.
That almost counts as an interesting fact. So I'm gonna drop a taco to Dave Hart. There you go. You get the first one, Dave.
He says, "Yep, all 52 inches using phone for comments while doing breathing treatments."
Okay.
We're liable to say something to take his breath clean away.
Yep. It's in first and then out. Correct.
Yep. That's what they tell me.
Don't reverse it. Don't go in twice and then out once.
There'll be a new episode of Heifer Haven coming out tonight.
Oh, another Heifer Haven.
Oh, Lord.
I almost missed one. They pop. They're popping up so fast. It's like popcorn.
You just have to keep checking to say, "What you doing? What you doing now? What you doing now?"
Sometimes they're 8 hours apart. Other days it's 24 hours. And sometimes it's like late at night. Like I'll be doing something and it'll be like 12:30 at night, and I'm like bloop bloop bloop. I'm like, oh no.
4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, you never know when I'm gonna put something up.
Gotta turn the sound down. Can't wake up the wife. That cowbell ringing.
I put a whole slew of them together yesterday, so I'm lined up every time it hits. Now, in case there's people out here that's never heard this before, all right. When my count gets to 50 on a video, that is the views. When I get to 50 views on one of the Heifer Havens, I'll put up a new one. All right. So the more you watch them,
to run a channel.
You're
making your own rules.
I don't pay no attention to what they say. Shoot, far.
Hey,
rules were meant to be broken.
There you go. You're forging your own path,
right.
BrendaG.
I'm doing my own thing here. So when it gets to 50 views, I'll put up a new one. So the more you play that video, the faster I'm gonna put out new ones.
I'm gonna put it on a 50 loop. You have a second one ready to go 20 minutes after you.
I mean, there are people that are playing my what do you call them, playlist thing of Heifer Havens.
You see them in the analytics where it's like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, like on down the list. So we have an interesting fact from Path 1961. Hi, Path 1961.
Hey, Path, good to have you.
Says a block of bone the size of a matchbox can support 9 tons of weight, 4 times as much as concrete support. Wow. Bone is hard as heck. Yeah, organic stuff is quite impressive. Quite impressive.
Let's see. I've got one here.
Kinds of areas. Like how efficient we are at turning food into energy It's like 3 times as efficient as a gasoline engine. Like, you know, it's amazing stuff.
Well, I got a fact for you. And now this one I found a little controversial. Okay. This
Okay.
one says there is a company that will, for $14,000, take your ashes and compress them into a synthetic diamond to be set in jewelry for a loved one.
Wow, I did not know that.
Now, the reason I say that I find that controversial is who's to say they don't take your $14,000 and then go buy a $7,000 diamond with it and give it to your loved one and throw your ashes in the toilet.
Yeah, that business takes some due diligence. Felicia just showed up. Felicia
Good to have you
Crow?
with us, Felicia Crow.
Felicia Crow 93.
Glad you're out there.
Hello,
And be sure
hello.
and share the stream, hit the like button, tell all your friends, bring everybody in here, check out everybody's channels. When you check them out, play a video, see if you like what you see. If you do, then leave them a comment, hit the like, hit the red button, and turn it gray.
We like red buttons turned to gray.
That's
My
right.
name's Matt. Brenda lets me on here sometimes.
And I will also tell everybody, be sure you check your spam folder every day.
In YouTube, yes, for comments, spam comments.
I have people complaining all the time about my comments going to spam. I do not have any control over what YouTube does with the comment once I put it on the channel.
Bye, Jim. Jim's got to jump.
Okay, Jim, thanks for coming.
Stay in trouble.
But you should check your spam folder every day because there will be legitimate comments put in your spam folder. Be sure and check them out. I mean, there's liable to be some in there that's not legitimate too. And you can hit that little trash can button and get rid of those. But when you have legitimate ones, make sure that you approve them and get back to those people. Check out their channels and such because
I look
I
at
don't
mine
know.
about once a week. It should be more. Works hard for MK3 is here. Hello.
Hey, works hard. Glad to have you in the house.
Yeah, check that spam folder. That's a good tip there.
Yeah. Got to check the spam folder. You know, a lot of people say, well, I'm on a phone and I can't check the spam folder. Well, then you need to find out where your library is and go to the library and get into your account and check your spam folder. You know, you can use free services to get on the internet.
Yep. Katie's raising heck over there in the chat room.
My family would be inquiring how much it would take just to stop at the coal phase. Then they could personally throw away my on the fire and make sure I'm gone. Well, yeah. There you go. You know, that's my point. I found it very controversial that how do you know that they're actually doing what they say? Now, I did see a video the other day that I thought was very interesting where they will take your ashes and to a glass blowing factory and they will make a like a globe and use color with your ashes in this.
I've heard of ashes into concrete and make like a concrete sculpture out of it. That's thing that I've never heard of diamond before. I'm doing a channel peek. Felicia said she supported my channel, so
Felicia's so pretty.
So 1,200 subscribers, weekly videos, healthy recipes, healthy tips, and inspiration. I love to eat and I love inspiration. So there we go.
Yep.
30 facts about me. Let's learn 30 facts about Felicia. Oh, that's a cool photo. That's a famous photo. Well, we're not going to be able to see too much stuff because it's a talking head video here, but I think you get the idea here. Let's see. How the road to a healthier you. What's in my everyday bag? What's in Felicia's bag every day? Let's find out. What's this? Oh, that looks like some sort of... It's a bowl of lip balm. And a water bottle. That's actually interesting content. A lot of photographers do that. Well, they're like, what's in my photography bag? And then you'll see all the little gadgets in there. And that's kind of a cool thing. So I will hit that subscribe button right there. I got you back, Felicia. Here you go. New fan. Awesome would
I
think.
need to do that with my tool bag. People might be amazed.
Well, the thing about the tool bag is like you usually have like 5 times too many of one thing and then many things absent. So it's like, how many tape measures do I need? Why can't I have a Phillips head screwdriver when I need it? There's a company that will turn ashes into a shooting range target, asking for a friend that has an X. Katie, that's why we love you.
Let's see. I got another one here. There are more living organisms on the skin of a single human than there are humans on the surface of the earth.
That's true. There's a lot of. That's a thing. A living organism isn't one organism. It's usually
right.
lots of things make
And
up.
if you get them under a microscope, some of them look like aliens.
Oh, I know. Those tardigrades too are freaking aliens. Those little almost microscopic things. They can survive everything, every condition they can survive. Radioactivity, hot, heat, cold, in the vacuum of space they can survive. It's like when everything is gone, the tardigrades will persist. It's like the most robust creature ever known to man. They're just everywhere.
Not Just Sawdust brought up a point. He says that he subbed up to a Whispering Cauldron and watched the videos later, and that's a good point. There is a little watch later button on videos that you can click, and it puts them in a file for you, and then you can go back and watch the videos later and make your comments and all such as that. So that's something to keep in mind.
I use watch later all the time because I'll see things pop up and I'll load the home screen and I'll go watch later, watch later, watch later. Out of like the 8 that they show or 12 that they show, I'll maybe 2 of them, and then I have to close a tab and move on to something else. So my whole life is like little pockets of free time where I just sort of cache things. and then it's true that I'm a YouTube premium member, man. I love this stuff.
Mel Mel's going back to work. Bye, Mel Mel. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you.
Yeah, always good to see you, Mel Mel.
I
On the
love
phone
Mel
watching you, and you are on my TV. LOL. That's right. Whispering Cauldron. We got 2 views there. Another television, a cell phone combo. We'll take every connection.
Yep. Mel Mel put out a good video the other day that I liked, where he was talking about what's it take to make it on YouTube. And
nice.
We had a little conversation in the comment section because I didn't catch him when he was live with it. But, I said, a lot of people think that it is just as simple as just putting up a video and the world's going to beat a path to your door.
Yeah.
And nothing could be further from the truth.
No, got to give value and or be entertaining.
That's right. And you have to drive the traffic to your site. You have to go out and find people. You have to network with people. You go into their site. They're coming to your site. They're telling their friends about you. You're telling your friends about them. Doing videos like I'm doing right here, where everybody can get together and meet each other and network and building the community.
Did your tips talk about spinning lights on screen like this?
No.
As part of a successful channel?
No, we didn't talk about that.
You got to have spinny lights. If anyone gives Brenda a super chat, I'll turn these back on for you.
And we'll dance.
Yeah, we'll do a little dance.
He turns on the lights and I dance.
Dave Hart says he's on the cell phone too. That's good.
So you throw money and I'll dance.
Well, that Whispering Cauldron's really getting a lot of traction. A lot of people are saying there's some cool stuff over there.
I like her channel.
Yeah.
She's got a nice channel. She does some good crafting and stuff over there.
Gotta have lights laughing my butt off, says Iron Fire Horse.
That's right.
Cool. When you're on my live streams, those are connected to the internet. And when it detects a super chat, they go off. You can control them through the. Now that doesn't work for BrendaG's channel, but
he has to do it manually when he's over here.
Manually on my phone. They're internet controlled through my phone.
And for anybody that doesn't know, Matt does a video live stream on Monday nights on YouTube where he talks about all things YouTube and brings us up to date on all the news to do with YouTube and other things as well with the internet. So you might
Oh,
want to check that out. Oh, here we go. Anna wants to see me dance.
all right.
Woo-hoo! Whoop,
Sprockets.
whoop, 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 whoop.
No, but no. Let's make this 70s style. So do this with me. You have to point and then look the opposite way that you point, like this, like that. There you go. All right, now you got to change it up. Now look the direction that you point, like this. There you go. That's 70s right there.
Oh, we never did that in the 70s. We used to do the pony and the frug and the boogaloo and
Thank you, Anna B Workshop, for the super chat.
make it rain.
Dance, girl, dance. We dance.
Pole hey, honey, there ain't a pole strong enough.
Well, wait a minute. She said dance, girl, dance, but I dance too. So she probably now that I danced, she probably wants to take her money back.
But they banned me from the firehouse.
Oh, jeez. Oh no.
That hole that the pole goes through up there in the ceiling. Well, now it just bangs back and forth like a clanker in a bell.
Oh no. Brenda, don't break the fire pole.
I said, get her out of here.
I danced to all in the 70s. Yeah, I went to a 70s dance party and I had so much fun. There was a couple there, both in white suits, a white leisure suit for the guy, and they both had bell bottoms, and the guy had a fro out to here. It was awesome. And with the what they call it, platform shoes.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, they were tearing it up. 70s shows are fun. And I go to a lot of 80s dance parties too. I have a band that's called M80s. Like, the little explosive, but it's all 80s music. I love it. They play at the local casino too. I go down to the casino and drink very expensive cocktails and dance all night. It's crazy. All that Love Shack, all the good stuff from the 80s. Come on.
Well, now, 80s, I wasn't into music too much during the 80s. I was farming and my dad had a stroke and I was taking care of him. And, I didn't have too much time for partying in the 80s, but 70s now, back in the 70s.
Not just Sawdust from Portugal's got to go. 1 a.m. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Not just Sawdust.
Thanks for coming. We really appreciate it. Come back next week. You never know what we're going to do from one week to the next. We're crazy over here.
Never know.
Certifiable, I'll tell you what.
That's what you're saying. Yeah, the music in the 80s, you were saying. You never.
Yeah, back in the 70s, though, I did my share of dancing and partying and discoing and disco. In the early 80s, I was into disco. And then my life changed drastically after that. But country music, after the disco.
Led Zeppelin in the 80s or in the 70s?
70s.
I meant to say 70s. Did you listen to Led Zeppelin?
Oh, yeah. Led Zeppelin and AC/DC.
They were huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
And the royalties, they've got to be up there as racking up more royalties than anyone else. Them and Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
The royalty, because their songs are just relevant every decade. Like every generation loves Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. So.
I had the hip hugger bell bottoms with the platform shoes and yeah. And
photos or it didn't happen.
I don't know if I have any pictures from wearing that stuff, but I do have a picture of me going to a Christmas dance someplace where I had the white go-go boots and a purple velvet dress.
Sweet.
I had my hair all done up in curls and ringlets, and yeah.
Mr. Doughboy says he can see you in a John Travolta pompadour. Whatever, what's a pompadour?
It kind of wear it up on top of their head. It's kind of pompadoured up, and
okay,
yeah.
Katie says Pink Floyd equals the best band of all time. That's true. They were in the top 200 charts since they came out, with the exception of like 2 years, and then the last couple recent years. But it was like 3 decades in the top 200 every week of every year for 30 years. Yeah, the Pink Floyd is no joke.
Mhm.
What was I gonna say? Someone was yeah, we're talking about the John Travolta stuff. I don't know. I forget what I was gonna say, but yeah, that was a fun time. Oh, I always wanted to do something stupid because you know how Led Zeppelin starts out real slow and then it turns into a rock and roll song at the end, but it was classical in the beginning.
Mhm.
And then at the high school dances, you know, the couples would always, you know, because they would be no, or does it go opposite? No, yeah, it goes slow at first and then kicks on. So like at what point do you stop holding on to each other as a couple and then start dancing?
Yeah.
Like at what timestamp does what's the graph, like the
Yeah.
median graph, like where I always wanted to do like a large scale study to find out when you stop embracing your partner and then start fast dancing.
That's right. Some of those songs were really confusing about how to dance to.
I
Oh,
think the drugs helped.
yeah. And I liked, some of the more mellower ones like ELO and, Bread and Three Dog Night, you know, those were some of my more favorite bands to listen to, but, you know,
What's
I
the
listened
bad
to the
moon
harder
rising?
stuff
Is
too.
that 70s?
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
a bad moon
Yeah.
rising.
Creedence Clearwater Revival right there.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, that was a
Susie Q was my favorite one that they did because my daddy always called me Susie Q.
oh, there you go.
And then
No,
Suzy
those are
Q goes for, like, I don't know, a half an hour long. It's one of those ones that never quits.
see, the 70s and 80s, people were employed, there was money, there was a lot less problems in the world, and a lot more fun you could have, seems like. Now, I was a child of the '80s. I was a teenager in the '80s, man, and I sucked it all up. I loved being a teenager in the '80s. Great hair bands. They had some weird stuff. Devo was around. There was some weird stuff
See,
going.
by the time you was a teenager, I was on my 3rd marriage.
Yeah. A rhinestone cowgirl, says Mr. Doughboy
Yep,
356.
yep. Boy, I
And
you
that was
know,
before the bedazzler.
and during my cowboy era, my husband and I used to go to well, we hung out with a whole group of people, but we'd go to different country western lounges and do dance routines and stuff, and a lot of line dancing and two-stepping and the waltz and all that sort of thing. We traveled all over the place with this group of people and did that.
Iron Firehorse says, Devo, love them. Ha ha ha. Yeah, whip it, baby. I don't have a whip emoji, but I'll put a tomato emoji. You're whipping the tomato. I don't know what that means. I'm getting kind of loopy, BrendaG.
Katie says the first rock album she brought home was Iron Butterfly. Her parents were not impressed. Yeah, when I was a teenager, see, I was not allowed to have any rock and roll music
Oh,
whatsoever. It
sweet.
was against the religion of our household. So, you know, I had to wait until I was out on my own before I could get involved with a whole lot of that. I could hear it at school, you know, if somebody had it, but
Yeah, Joe Walsh, Life's Been Good to Me So Far on 45, the
mhm.
small vinyl record. That's what we. And then see Kiss came around when I was
Mhm.
a young, and then like that had some explicit lyrics, and there was some tension in my house that
Mhm.
talking Love Gun, and
Mhm.
a whole bunch of
Mhm.
innuendos were in there. But
Yes, they came out about the time I was like a senior, I think, was when
okay,
Kiss came out.
I
And
was younger. I wasn't yet a teenager, but
because I when I was a senior, I went to the joint vocational school my senior year. And back at the homeschool, they were having Kiss concerts at the school where we had a band for, you know, students in the school that could play guitars and that and drums and all that. So they made up a band and put on the makeup like Kiss.
oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, and so that was going on back at the homeschool, and I never got to see any of it. There were pictures of it in the yearbook, but, you know, I wasn't around when any of that stuff was going on, but yeah.
Yeah, Detroit Rock City. That was the anthem back then. Yeah. The Cheech and Chong's Big Bamboo. We were 5 and 9 seeing Cheech and Chong's apparently. Christine 16 by Kiss.
Yeah, Katie was told not to bring home any more of that crap. So she brought home Jimi Hendrix.
Purple Haze.
Oh, it's like, be careful what you wish for. Oh, mercy.
The High Desert Pioneer is here, waving hello. Hello, High Desert Pioneer.
Glad to have you with us. Thanks for coming. Be sure and tell everybody that we're over here. Share it and call your friends and call your granny and tell everybody.
Mr. Doughboy, Beth by Kiss. Yeah, I had all the Kiss albums where they each did individually. So there was the red one, the blue one, you know, and yeah, that was fun. And the Kiss Army, you would mail in your letter, and there was like a mail order club, and then, yeah, that was the thing back before the internet.
Yeah, hit the thumbs up button. Let everybody know, you know, that you like this.
Slap a like on it.
You know, some people think that the likes don't matter, but they do matter because, you know, the more you do it, the more engagement it shows there to YouTube that we're actually doing something out here.
YouTube's all about signals, and a thumbs up is a signal to YouTube that someone did something.
A long time ago, I got in the habit of when I go into a room, the first thing I do is hit the like button.
On a video, yeah.
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 When you go into somebody's channel and you're playing a video, first thing you do is you hit that like button. Let them know that you're there and hit the like button.
It makes the system decide how much it's going to share it out if it's popular, and that's one way to know. Comments too.
You know, some people think that if you leave a dislike button, it means something. It means that the person got a view is what it means.
Felicia hit her goal. She wanted to get to a certain count, and now she did. See?
Congratulations.
The Blown show. It just keeps on giving.
Congratulations. Keep working and get you some insurance.
We're here every Thursday. Insurance. For what?
You don't know what insurance is? That's when you get a bunch more over top of what your goal is, because when YouTube does the purge, like they've been doing to me daily.
That's the thing, because mine rolled over 5150, and that's an album name from Van Halen. They named their album 5150, and I did a little video where it rolled over 5150, and I put out the video. And by the time I shot the video and put it out, I had rolled under 5150. So people were like, I don't think you're quite there yet. No, I really was. I had lost 5 or 6 since anyway. You're right. It goes up insurance. I get it now.
Yeah. Got to get your insurance.
I'm a little slow today on the uptick.
Yeah, Bossy says watch people's videos and leave them a genuine comment. That, you know, that's for sure.
Yep. Comment about the actual content of the video. That's
well, see, you know, people say that. I've got a habit of, I don't necessarily do that. I mean, sometimes I do, but I want to let them know that I'm there. I leave my thumbprint on it by letting them know, hey, you know, I'm here, I'm supporting you. And I tell them, I hope you'll visit over at my house soon. And, you know, I try to leave them 2 or 3 sentences, you know, big thumbs up on your video, you know, whatever.
Every video has a title. Take some words in the title and put it in your comment, you know. Easy peasy.
Now, I do have one channel that they put up a video about diarrhea, and they keep coming back asking me, you know, what did I think about the characters that were having the diarrhea? Who did I think won the diarrhea contest? And, you know, I don't really want to get into that conversation with them. I think it's sufficient to let them know that I watched the video.
Right.
So you see where I'm going here. You know,
I like the channel. That one topic really wasn't doing it for me.
You know, we can support each other without being a great fan of a particular video on a channel, okay?
One video does not a channel make.
That's right. So, you know, you have to choose your battles.
Stay focused and you will grow, says
That's
Bossy.
Right.
That's
and Bossy also says never give up. Never give up. When a door closes, a window opens. So if, you know, one thing ain't working for you, there's another opportunity to be had. You got to look for it. You got to seize it. You got to watch what other people are doing. And
I gave
Work
Bossy
accordingly.
a taco for that comment
Yep.
because I'll never give up giving tacos. See, my strategy is to give out free virtual tacos, and then a success will come. There's a step in the middle I don't quite understand, but success has to do with giving free tacos, doing something else that I don't know, and then success.
Yeah.
That's the framework, I think.
Well, there's a lot of steps in the middle of that. You know, there's a lot of steps, like you got to make good content. You
Kelly
got to.
Jelly's here.
Hey, good to have you, Kelly Jelly.
Hi, Kelly
Glad you
Jelly.
dropped in.
I'm Matt from Awesome with Things.
Be sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, let everybody know we're over here doing this thing, and check out the other channels. You know how this works. You've been in enough of the streams to know what goes on. Just check them out and leave the
That's a cool
comment,
name,
hit the
Kelly
buttons,
Jelly.
and all that
Kelly Jelly.
good stuff. You heard tacos, you know, that's
Well, that brings all the boys to the yard, tacos.
yeah. Well, they say the milkshakes do, and I tell you what, I sit outside for a whole day eating milkshakes as hard as I could eat them, and not one boy come to the yard. So I don't think that works. You know,
You have to go back to the drawing board on that.
Yep, that didn't work. However, I did take the little grill outside and grilled bacon, and every man within a mile showed up. You know,
See?
so they liked the bacon.
Trial and error. You got
the milkshake didn't do it for them.
bacon's delicious. I love I'm there. I just put a bacon emoji out there. You're welcome, chat room. Just share those 2 strips of bacon between you. I have a limited amount of free virtual bacon.
Bossy says you're supposed to drink them, not eat them. Well, you know, it's like the Wendy's one, you know, that you have to eat it with the spoon. You can't just, you know, you try to suck it and you pull your teeth out.
That's true. Don't put a straw in a Frosty. It's not gonna work.
And don't get a Frosty if you're driving either, because trying to drive and work that spoon has a handle on it about 2 foot long, and you got this 2 foot long spoon trying to eat this thing out of a cup and drive it. So no, that don't work. And by the time you get stopped someplace, it's all melted. And you could have just had it with a
It's like it falls off the spoon as you turn.
Yeah.
You go to put it in your mouth, it goes.
Yeah, and you got a whole floor full of Frosty laying down there. It's got to turn around and clean up. So Frosties don't work when you're driving.
I remember when there was only chocolate Frosties. Now they have vanilla as well, so that's good. Yes. Have a glass of milk, LOL, says Jelly. Oh, well, look at that. There's a milk emoji.
If you take a glass
milkshake or milk.
If you take milk, maybe you don't have no vanilla ice cream, you just take milk and you put it in your blender with a frozen banana.
Ooh.
It's like banana ice cream.
Oh, nice. I should try that.
Just saying, but the banana has to be froze for that to work.
Our local ice cream shop just opened up. It's called Christie's Whistle Stop. It's an independently owned ice cream. There's only one of them. That's only in our town. And they just opened up a couple weeks ago because I guess the pipe's free. Like they have to anyway.
Yeah.
And you know what they have? They have raspberry out of the soft serve. Raspberry soft serve. And they have 6 soft serve flavors. That's pretty impressive. Even the high end, they're mostly scoops. No, this is well, they have a crap ton of scoops too, but 6 flavors in this. And one of them's peanut butter and jelly, which I haven't had, but they have peanut butter and jelly soft serve ice cream. But I had to get myself some blackberry.
How many flavors is Baskin Robbins up to now?
Well, the slogan's 31, but I'm sure they have more than that.
I haven't been to Baskin Robbins in years, but they have one down in Richmond, Indiana. And years ago, I was in there, and all these different flavors of ice cream. I mean, how do you choose? You know, you can stand there for an hour and a half trying to figure out which one you want. So what you do is you say, give me a sample of such and such. So they give you, the little wooden spoon thing, and then give me a sample of this. And so, if you sample every one of them that they got in there, then you're full and you don't want to buy any.
That's true. One time a coworker, which we really didn't like, wanted us to bring back a cone. And he says, you decide what, because we were going to get triple cones. You decide what flavors to get. And I said to the lady, I said, what are the 3 most disgusting combination of ice cream that you could put together? I think it was like butterscotch, mint chocolate chip, and something else that the three together like were not. And then I was like, here, this is my favorite combination.
You just wicked is what you are. Lord have
She's like,
mercy.
I've worked here a long time. I've never had anyone ask me that question. I'm like, hey, I'm glad I made your day interesting.
Katie said just go for a banana split. Years ago, I could have done that. I couldn't eat a whole banana split anymore, I don't think. It's too sweet, too much, just too much all at
Yeah.
once. But,
Yeah.
I can do like a banana milkshake or
Someone that was in the woodworking show said like a college roommate used to make their own ice cream, and it had
Mhm.
so many eggs in it, and apparently it was like the consistency was like a milkshake, like
Mhm.
it was so smooth. And then the gist of it was the ingredients were so expensive and it was so rich, you could never make a business out of it because you would have to charge so much. No one would pay. But he said it was heavenly. It was 10 times better than any ice cream that he has ever eaten, and it was handmade with a crap ton of eggs and all fresh ingredients, and it was just it
Oh,
wasn't a Bible.
nothing beats homemade ice cream anyway. I mean, even if you're not using a whole ton of eggs like that, I've got an ice cream freezer out in the garage that I haven't used for years, but when the kids was home, I used to make ice cream all the time. And
Nice.
oh, nothing beats that fresh homemade taste of ice cream.
Bossy says that's a good disgusting combination. She's gonna keep that one in her back pocket, pull that out when she needs to get something for a coworker that's bothering her. Oh my goodness, my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people learn not to ask me to bring them back stuff from work because,
I had to stop it 'cause at the one time they're like, "Yeah, I want a burger from Wendy's with no meat." And I'm like, "I'm not ordering that."
no,
"Oh, no, that's a thing." I'm like, "No.
no,
Just no." And then there's always the lady that was like, "Oh, I'll get you something, but I have a rule, no drinks in my car." And I'm like, "Okay." So then you gotta fight through that. And
no.
then when I go out, I bring back drinks for everyone, but I won't get drinks for the person that won't get me a drink. I'm like, "Oh, no, no drinks for you. I have a rule." "You get drinks for everyone else." "Yeah, but yours is one more than my rule allows."
I'll tell you the one that I really hated was worked in a place where they had a refrigerator and people bring their lunches and put pop and stuff in their refrigerator. And whatever I would bring, then it would be gone when
Yeah,
I would
that's
get
just
there for it.
not right. That's not right.
Your pop would be gone. Somebody drank your pop or somebody ate your lunch and you
Well,
know,
they make, sandwich bags with mold printed on the outside
mhm,
of the so, it looks
mhm,
like a moldy sandwich, so no one will
mhm.
get it. And then I
Well,
saw a meme on the internet where someone made, like, a tuna sandwich, but they had cat food as
uh-huh. Yep. That's the way to get even. That's the way to get even. Or you take you take milk, and they drank your milk for like a week, and then all of a sudden they go to get your milk and they get a note instead that says, "Hey, just so you know, for the last week you've been drinking my breast milk."
Oh, yeah. Bam. Oh, yeah, we had the full-size refrigerator at my office, and that was fun.
Yeah.
Cleaning it was always a
Oh Lord, the
yes.
most disgusting, nasty mess. Uh, ah,
Thankfully, it wasn't too bad, but it would kinda get to a point where we're like, "Okay, people, it's
yeah,
time to clean it out."
yeah.
And there is never an appropriate time to reheat fish in an office.
Oh
Just
no.
don't do it.
I'll tell you a funny one related to that. I was a kid. We used to go on vacation to Florida every year down to Fort Lauderdale, and we'd stay in the Four Seasons. And my mother always, when we go to Florida, she wanted fresh fish. She says, "Hey, if you're gonna have fresh fish, you need to do it when you're in a coastal state where you can get fresh fish." And she was having a devil of a time finding any place where she could get good fresh fish down there. She finally found this place. She got the fish, and there was a kitchenette in the room. And we were, I don't know, like I'm gonna say like the sixth floor. We was a ways up in the air there. And So she gets the fish, and she bought this frying pan, and she takes it back, to the room, and she fries up this fish for dinner and made, I don't know, something for a side dish, whatever. So we're eating. And that evening she says, let's go down to the beach, because this was right on the water down there. So we got our swimsuits on and stuff, and we go to get to the beach, and you got to take the elevator down. So we get in the elevator, and there's other people in the elevator, and they're like, "Oh, what is that smell? What is that?" And it's the fish that Mom had fried. They'd vented out into the elevator shaft.
Oh no.
And Mom's looking at me like, "Don't you even dare open your mouth and say a word."
The stare of death.
And so we make it down the beach, and I'm laughing so hard I could hardly walk. And she's like, "Lord, I didn't know that was going to vent out into the elevator shaft, for crying out loud." But yeah, she had the whole elevator shaft smelling like fish that she fried in that hotel room. That's the funniest fish story that I've got to tell about
crazy.
cooking fish.
Whoo.
She had that whole hotel smelling like fish.
Oh my God. I don't know if I should tell this story.
Uh-oh, we got a workshop confession.
No. It was what happens to my friend. This was not me. It was a friend.
Yeah.
It legit was a friend. Church's chicken, which was slimy, greasy, fried chicken. So he had a fart problem, and it was bad. Like it burned your nose. And I went to Catholic school, and we're in the schoolroom, and people started getting up and leaving. Like he was in the back of the class, and then you sit down right now. I'm not sitting down next to Tony because he let one, and it was so stinky. And then she was yelling and it was like first the people just around him got up, and then the next wave of people got up, and it was cascading outward. and she could not get those people to sit back down, and then it hit her. Then she and she was like, "Everyone out in the hall." It's just like, "Brian, you open all the windows. Tony, you stay right where." She evacuated everyone out to the hall. I swear to God. And the thing was, this was my best friend. 3 days this thing lasted. I went over to his house, and I was downstairs, and he was upstairs, and I could smell it from down. Like he was upstairs in his room, and I was downstairs. I was like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "I gotta go. Like I cannot be around this."
The green cloud.
Like, well, what's the smelling salts? Do you ever actually try smelling salts just for funsies? It grabs the inside of your head almost. It's a really strange. That's what it was. That was the reaction you physically had. It looked like it grabbed the front of your brain and the inside of your head when you smelled it. It was that bad. Churches, there was some sort of southern fried chicken place, and he was on a trip, and it was the day before, and then Monday came around. Oh man, I was like, "Tony, my God, there's something wrong with you."
Something crawled in him and died.
It was bad. We probably lost the whole audience. I swear to God, that was a true story. I'm like, "Oh man, it was horrible. It was horrible."
Oh my.
Lord have mercy.
Well, let's see. I got another fun fact here. It says the longest bout of hiccups lasted nearly 69 years.
I've got another racy story about hiccups.
All right, let's hear it. And this, of course, happened to a friend of yours.
There was a guy that had a legit hiccup problem. Like he couldn't stop hiccuping. Like it was a constant thing. Like 2 times a minute for his whole life. Like it was like they couldn't figure it out. Turns out when he was having sex, he would stop hiccuping. Like it was like a legit thing. And that was the only thing that would reverse trigger it. If you look it up on the internet, that's a legit thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
It rerouted that part of his brain or
I
something.
get something, I don't know, something was lined up when that was going on, and it just didn't hiccup during that time. Craziest thing.
Babies are born without kneecaps. They appear between the ages of 2 and 6.
No way.
Yep, way.
That's hard to. Can you ring the cowbell for yourself? Like that deserves a cowbell ring.
More cowbell.
Biological EX1 just joined us. Hello.
Hey, good to have you with us. Look at all them hieroglyphs.
It's called Cantonese.
Oh, okay. All right. Look, I thought it was hieroglyphs, like they draw on the wall in the cave.
Yeah, Korean or
Glad to have you with us. Check out all the other channels. You've been in enough of these streams to know how this whole thing works. Check out the chat there and go through everybody and make you some new friends while you're here. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Let everybody know that we're here. And we do this every week, 7 o'clock on Thursdays. So, if you like what you see, you enjoy it, tell your friends, bring everybody next week, because you never know what we're going to do or talk about from one week to the next. We don't even know. So how can we tell you?
And sometimes we regret it.
No regrets, ever. No regrets.
We're full speed ahead.
That's right. Fly by the seat of our pants. They're reinforced. Let's see. I'll give you another one here. Men can read smaller print than women, but women can hear better. So be careful what you mutter under your breath.
Gotcha. Small print, eh?
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Yep.
Do you know why men are better at reading maps than women? Because they're the only ones that truly understand the concept of 1 inch equals 1 mile.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I definitely believe that. All my life, I've been told that this much is 6 inches. Yeah. I know. I've been there, heard that story before.
We literally just warned everyone. You never know where this is going to go.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you an amateur radio related story.
Okay, bring it.
I was a president of an amateur radio club. And of course, amateur radio is primarily men. And so all these guys in this club decided that they wanted to get together and they wanted to put together some antennas. And it was primarily linear antennas, and they was going to get the wire and everything, and they was going to bring it out to the house and had the plans and everything to make these antennas. And you had to measure off the wire for the antenna. And so made sure that we paired them up in twos. We gave them each the directions on how to do it. We gave them the tape measure, gave them the wire, and sent them off different directions so they had plenty of room to work. And so I gave them, 15, 20 minutes to get started on all this. Then I went around to check and see how everybody was doing. So I get to team 1, and team 1 seems to be doing pretty good. And I get to team 2. Team 2 seems to be doing pretty good. And I get to team 3, and I'm looking, something don't look right to me. And I said, did you read the directions on how to do this? Yeah. And I said, did you measure the wire? Yeah. And I said, well, now, and I'm looking at the directions, and I said, how long does it say to cut that wire? And they talked, however many feet it was. And I said, okay. And how many inches would that be? Now, the tape measures had on them actual feet measurements too. 12 inches would be 1 foot, and 24 would be 2 foot. Okay. So if it needed to be 30 foot long, it would tell you on the tape measure 30 foot. Okay. So I said, how long did you measure this? And they told me whatever the measurement was, which I don't remember. It's been so long ago. But I said, well, I'll tell you what. Let's stretch this out and measure it again, because this don't look right to me. So they stretch it out. We put the tape measure to it. Oh, it was way short. And I said, how did you come up with this number? And they said, well, there's 10 inches to a foot. And I said, how many?
This isn't the metric system. This is imperial.
And he says, well, it's 10 inches to a foot. And if, let's say, for example, 30 foot. And so that'd be 300 inches. And I said, no. I said
6, not 30.
there's 12 inches to a foot. 12 inches. And now the one had just graduated high school, and the other one was a grown man in his 40s. And I was beside myself. I said, "Who in the world taught you all to use a tape measure and measure something? Who taught you there's 12 inches to a foot?"
You can't fix stupid. Like, you can make your eyes better, you can, but if you're stupid, you're up the creek.
I mean, we still made that work. It was just for a different band because it was shorter wire, but then we had to mark it accordingly so that we knew what we was working with. But good golly. And I mean, gee, was their face red when they figured out that they'd been measuring 10 inches to a foot. But yeah.
Mm. What can you do? What can you do?
Yep.
Change the specifications for a different band.
Bossy says, but females actually can and understand simple directions.
Hey now. Martha Townsend is here. Hi, Martha.
The key is simple directions, Bossy. Yes, Martha, good to have you with us.
Either way, you head east, west, south, north. You keep going. You will end up in water.
In the water.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, now I've always been able to read a map. I learned how to do that early on, but folding a map now, that's something else altogether.
And they never can go back.
No.
You need a college degree to get them flipped back together.
But, yep. And
Now
Martha says, first time on this type of live. Well, okay, Martha, I'll tell you what. We're crazy here and probably certifiable, but this is a networking stream. So just go through the other channels there in the chat, see if you find anything you like, and hit their red button, play a video, leave a comment, hit the like button for them. If you don't have time to watch it now, hit the watch later button so that you can go back to it later and make some friends. It's all about networking. It's about making friends so that we can build our channels and build a community. We're building friends here and making acquaintances and people that we can draw on. If you see something on a channel, maybe the way they're editing a video or something about their content or something that you'd like to work into the stuff that you're doing, maybe you're not real sure how to do it. You got somebody that you can call on and say, hey, I'd love to be able to do that on my channel, but I'm not really sure how. What kind of editing software are you using, or where are you coming up with some of your information and stuff? Maybe you could share a little bit. Maybe we could do a collaboration. I've done collaborations with people on different things that they've done on their channels.
It's all about inspiration. A lot out there.
Yeah, Bossy says treat people's channels the way you want yours to be treated.
Yep.
And, that's a good rule of life anyway. You treat other people the way you want to be treated. Treat them with respect and be friendly with people. You want people to be friendly with you.
We talk about interesting facts here as well. So if you have an interesting true fact, put it in the chat. Brenda and I will jam on it. Yeah. You might get a virtual taco and a cowbell ring too.
We talk about all kinds of stuff here. You never know the direction it's going to go because we don't.
Nope. Nope.
And every week it's different. We don't do same old, same old. We talk about all kinds of stuff every week. It's always something different. We'll throw out facts like wearing headphones for just an hour will increase the bacteria in your ears by 700 times.
Ouch. That's not good.
So when you get off these streams, take your headphones off. You need to wash your ears.
Is it earbuds or headphone? Or like the muff kind?
It says headphones.
Oh my. That's crazy.
Yeah. So you need to wash your ears.
Another thing you can expect on the Mind Equals Blown show is 3D printed, fully articulated octopuses.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got the orange in it, and I got the pink in.
Yep. Mine's inky. Hers is pinky.
Where is Jim Bashir's tonight?
Don't know. I don't know.
We need to send out an APB.
Was he having some health things done, or is that over with now? With him?
I think it's over with. He's supposed to be going back to work.
He's a busy guy. He's got a whole army of robot 3D printers. He's got to
Now there ain't nobody that's too busy to come to our live stream on Thursday night.
when you have a channel, like you take what you get. You know, if people come every time, that's fine. If people come every other time, that's fine. Whatever.
Did you know that if you sneeze too hard, you can fracture a rib? If you try to suppress a sneeze, you can rupture a blood vessel in your head or neck and die.
Oh
If
my
you keep your
gosh.
eyes open and force or by force, they can pop out of your head.
I never knew there were so many issues with sneezing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, when I was in school,
Practice safe sneezing, people.
I know there was kids that could suppress their sneeze, and it came out kind of funny sounding when
That
they'd sneeze.
or
Yeah.
like that.
And I never thought that was right.
Yeah.
See, and that's why they can kill themselves doing that.
Ay. Not good.
It's sort of like your mother telling you, you keep doing that, your face is gonna freeze that way. Well, you keep sneezing like that, you're gonna blow your head off.
Wait, isn't that if someone slaps you on the back when you're making a face, your face will freeze like that? That was the urban legend. So don't stick your tongue out and go like, because if someone slaps your back, you freeze.
Now, I never heard it that way. I've just always heard, you keep doing that, your face is gonna freeze that way. Or I'm gonna knock that look right off your face.
Oh yeah. Bossy says, if you sneeze 8 times in a row, was that a thing too? Jeez.
Well, see, now when somebody sneezes once, I say bless you, and they sneeze twice, I say bless you, and then the third time I say, hey, you're making a habit out of this.
Oh Lord.
See, I'm all about being polite, but there's a limit.
That's right. Yeah. My politeness ends quickly. Don't take too much of my politeness away.
Don't be making a habit out of it now. You're pushing my buttons.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've been on here about an hour and a half. That's probably about long enough to push these people.
Yep.
We're glad to have everybody with us this evening. We hope you come back next week for more fun. Bring your friends. Let's get this thing livened up and get us a whole bunch of people. And
Oh.
if you didn't catch everybody on this live stream, then come back and play it again. Go down through the list there of people in the chat. Make sure you get their channels and play this thing up, and let's build our community up.
And a special thank you to Anna B for the super chat earlier.
Thank you, Anna B. I do appreciate that. That's great. And
Brenda's got new expenses with her website and
yeah,
her logo.
Yeah, there's expenses go along with that, and every little bit helps to keep the bills paid around here. So if you haven't checked out the website, go to BrendaG'sDesigns.net. That's where it's at. Sign up on the contact page there, and that way you'll get when I have sales on the Etsy store, or I may be putting merch up on the whoops. Not
Nope.
things over here. I may be putting merch up on the website before long if I can figure out how the little store thing works on it. And we'll keep everybody apprised on what's going on because I'm onward and upward with this thing.
I'll drop in my my newsletter link as well because
Yes.
as I have a newsletter I just started and it's jam-packed with awesomeness. So if you want a newsletter about all the awesome things going on in Awesome Wood Things, there's the link in the chat room to sign up from. I just need first name and your email address. That's it.
And be sure you sign up for his channel as well and hit the bell because on Monday night at is it 7 or 7:30?
7 p.m. Eastern.
7, he does his all things YouTube live stream. And we
What's the name
learn
of that
what's
show
going
again
on.
where I talk about all things YouTube?
I believe it's like all things YouTube.
That's right, all things YouTube. I love naming things exactly what they are. What can I say? It's a sickness. Awesome Wood Things, all things YouTube. You get it.
So, with that being said, I think we've done about all the damage we can do here.
Drop a like on your way out if you haven't.
Let me go over here and take a look and see if there's anybody that's doing any live streams that y'all can raid.
Okay.
Let's see here. It takes a second for it to all come up, and we'll find somebody whose channel we can raid and scare them to death.
Nope, my subscription list is kind of low. I don't see anyone.
Oh my God, I've got hundreds.
Oh my.
Let me go down through here.
A lot of live streamers.
See if there's anybody. Well, the one that's popping to my head that maybe we need to go to would be Mr. Opinionated. But no, he's not live right now. Why is it telling me that he's live? Okay. He must have just gone off or something. Okay, let me try another one here.
No, he says live now. 3 watching.
Did you find one? Did you
Mr.
find the link?
Opinionated, yeah.
Okay, drop the link in the chat because it's not showing up as he's live here on mine.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it did just go off.
Okay.
It's weird. The one screen has the live, but when you go into it, it's he must have just turned it off. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Nike Girl is live, and I'm going to copy her link, and I'm going to put it over here in the chat, and put BrendaG Raid. There it is. So y'all go over there and raid Nike Girl.
That coming up for me?
Didn't come up in the chat for you?
Yep. Nope. I got it. Is there?
Okay.
Looks like it's just black now. They're just.
Oh, it's offline. Holy smoke!
No one watching, but there's just a black screen.
Mine says it streamed live less than a minute ago.
Again, it must have just went off.
Holy Toledo. Well,
that's weird. Something's wrong with this chat.
Let's see. I don't know why, because I just brought this up. It shouldn't have done that. Let me refresh here and see. Surely to goodness I can find somebody that's actually live right now. It's got like 500 of them on here. Let's try this one. See if this one's, yeah, this one's going. We'll go over here and raid Coffee Music. He's got a gaming channel.
Oh, Crystal McGuire just jumped in. Hi, Crystal.
Hey,
We're
Crystal.
wrapping up.
We're wrapping up. We're getting ready to raid somebody. There we go. I put it in the chat. That's Coffee Music. And go over there and do a BrendaG raid on him.
It's in the chat?
Yep.
I don't see it in the chat.
Well, you need to look.
Oh, there we go. It just popped up.
You're supposed to be good at reading small print.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. Yes, this one's good here. Only 3 watching. Oh, this is a good one to raid.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He just started streaming 21 minutes ago, so he's still fresh.
Okay.
So y'all get over there and raid the fire out of him.
Excellent. I got it.
All right. Well, with that being said, we'll go ahead and we'll shut this one down, and we'll see you all Monday night over on Matt's show at 7 p.m. and then back here next Thursday at 7 p.m. So we'll say bye, y'all.
Bye, Internet.